order to build a sustainable growth of profits, we need to develop a source of referrals that are connecting you with top income, affluent earning homeowners, and a source where you can be the real solution to any renovation or build related problems or questions. All right. So for some context, a Harvard study found that 60% of remodels happen within 2 years of a realtor transaction. And there's not a study on this, but I just know this as a fact. Many affluent homeowners, the ones who have the big budgets, who need big projects done, will speak to an interior designer first before they even speak to a contractor. And so just as we mentioned in this funnel, like what's the design going to look like? Like who do you think they're talking to here? A designer, maybe an architect, maybe an engineer. And then up here, they might speak to a realtor. And then that's why a lot of guys are just losing, is because they're just getting them right here where they should be just getting them right here. But going on, this is really especially good if you don't have any budget for marketing at first. And the reason referral partners work so well is that, one, oftentimes you'll get clients who are at the bottom of the funnel, but haven't been blasted with other quotes from other contractors, which is rare. And number two, nobody else is doing this, which means it's a very untapped and recession-proof way to feed you business year round. All right. It's free referrals. You don't even have to spend anything besides the time actually meeting with the realtors and interior designers on actually getting the customer. And so being able to form strategic referral partners with not only realtors, but also interior designers, it really has the potential to feed you an extra 1 million to, all the way to 3 million per year in projects. For example, I worked with one guy, and within 30 days of speaking with one of the realtors, he already got a referral for an addition. And but like nobody else is doing this. Nobody else is putting themselves out there. And this is why a lot of times you feel like, how are these guys getting those big projects with those homeowners? Like, what are they doing differently than me? Well, there's a good chance they could be implementing on this. All right. So just, you might ask like, all right, Cannon, like, how do I even like reach out to them? Like, how do I actually initiate a conversation? Because before we can even work with them, or like, hey, you want to feed me referrals? We first need to get them to agree to talk business. And so that's what I'm really going to be covering here, is how to get them to agree to talk business with you. Later video, I'll actually go over how to actually convert that meeting. So like once you actually meet them in person or over the phone, I prefer in person, but once you actually meet them, how to carry that conversation, how to direct that conversation, where you answer the designer and realtor's pain points and you actually close that deal. You actually get that referral source. And also how to avoid the non-producers, the ones that, that's mainly going to be a realtor problem. Designers, you're really not going to have a problem with that. But with the realtors, how to avoid the non-producers. Now, the key here, how to speak with these people, is volume and saving time. That's what I stress the most, is volume, just getting as many messages across, but also saving us time because we already have enough work on our plate. So I don't believe in cold calling these prospects for handouts. I wouldn't want to be doing that. Now, walking the brokerages to introduce yourself, that could definitely work. I'm not totally against that, but as I mentioned, key here, volume and saving time. So kind of just to show you what that looks like, this is what our Remodel Favor referral partner campaign comes in. And so what we do instead is we build, run, and launch an automated campaign, an automated email campaign that contacts every realtor and interior designer in your area through AI personalized messages. And so the goal with this is to establish multi-six-figure referral partnerships for your business. So what this looks like is, it's like the same with the follow-up text when you get leads, right? Except for this one, you're outreaching to a realtor or interior designer. So, we have their name, we have which brokerage they're at, and then we also pretty much, getting a little bit ahead of myself, but we come with our value stack. And so this really results in at least 3 to 5 realtors and interior designers in our email inbox every week who are ready to meet for coffee and talk business every week, all without cold calling or walking the brokerages, begging for referrals. You can do that. That's totally fine. But I just prefer this because, this way you're also only speaking to realtors and designers who are producing and have the clientele to work with you. Because if a realtor is not producing, they don't have clients, they're not working with anybody,